Spoilers for Creature Commandos. Pretty damn good. You should definitely watch it. Now, I know this is a pretty bizarre first episode, it being about some random character from a random TV show. But it was either this or the French Revolution, so I don't know which is better for a first one. Either way, I picked DI Robot because I went into Creature Commandos not expecting to enjoy the show as much as I did. But not only did I really like the show, I'm still liking it because it's still releasing, but I also really, really, really like GI Robot because oh my god, some of the best parts of the show are from him. I couldn't find many other videos really showing love for GI Robot. So, I'm gonna be the one making videos showing love for that guy. I'm being him. I'm the lover. In a non weird way. Anyway, I was expecting GI Robot to be mainly comic relief, which he can be, sometimes he is. But I got shot in the chest like 20 times in the third episode, Cheers with Tin Man, mainly about him. But before I can explain what happens there, let me just run you down on who GI Robot is real quick. So, Nazis. You know, they're bad, and I hope you agree there. And GI's whole existence was to fight them during the Second World War. So, we get this awesome fight scene of him just going completely blitz on a bunch of German troops, just shooting them down in order to save his squadron. And I think that's the best way to encapsulate G.I. Robot's character, is just a guy who likes fighting Nazis with his friends. And that whole scene of him fighting off Nazis in order to save his squadron during World War II, it really reminds you of Nina and how he wishes to fight Nazis with her.
G.I. Robot would like to kill Nazis with you. Would you like to kill Nazis with G.I. Robot?
If I killed Nazis with anyone, it would certainly be you, G.I. Robot.
Oh, my. G.I. Robot has been waiting for a friend to kill Nazis with for 74 years, 23 days, and 52 minutes.
So while the whole squadron celebrated G.I. saving them with a cheers for Tin Man, while he doesn't show any emotion, it's clear he has the most fun when killing Nazis with his friends. So that just makes me love his character more, because it really humanizes him so much more. It's just not more. He just doesn't like killing Nazis, right? He likes doing it with his friends, which that's always really nice. Because earlier in the episode, there was a whole part where he goes like, "Oh yeah, here's my best impression of G.I. Robot. The sadness that comes from not finding any Nazis is the lesson by finding you, Nina." It was something like that. It was something like where he finds Nina in a bathtub. He's like, "Oh, no Nazis, but you're there," which is nice. Because he's a robot, right? Usually robot characters in movies, I'm like, I don't care. Then oh, actually, I'm lying to you. I liked Robot in Invincible. You know, it was a bit weird when he turns into human and stuff, but I do like robot characters, and I do like when they're humanized to have emotions and stuff, which is why I really like this here. His connection with Nina, and his connection with the squadron, which wasn't just him killing people. Killing Nazis was really nice. Even then, him killing Nazis is really fun, great part of his character. But you know what I mean, hopefully. And I'm not just going crazy ranty. Now, I think G.I. Robot losing his usage after World War II was shown off perfectly in the interview scene, where he's asked a bunch of questions by this interviewer in a room full of people. And he looks around confused, and he asks if people there have been ID'd to be Nazis. And the main guy goes, "Oh no, there's no Nazis here. I don't think there's any Nazis here." So, G.I. hits him was one of the coldest lines ever. And I'm not kidding you. I was on the edge of my seat at this scene because I had no clue what happened next. He looks deadpan and says,
That's what a Nazi would say.
What?
Now this was genuinely terrifying, because for a second there I thought G.I. would just unleash hell on everyone in the room and just kill them all, because he is in jail for a reason, right? But that's saved for later, thankfully. The next scene with Dr. Magnus really explores G.I. Robot's connection with his friends and family more. Now, friends, and I say friends and family, I mean his squadron and stuff, because he calls them his boys, right? And so when Dr. Magnus asks him what he wants, what he really wants, other than just killing Nazis, he gives this really touching. For me, it was touching. I found it was really sad. He tells him,
Someday, I'd like to be reunited and see my boys.
Your boys?
The boys of Easy Company, sir. And kill Nazis with them.
Unfortunately, G.I. never sees him again. It's implied later on in the episode that he returns from the war alone, which makes the relationship he has with Nina so much more sweeter. Because like what I said earlier, he doesn't care about killing Nazis all too much when he's with her, because it's his friend. He wants actual friendship. He wants to build a real relationship with people, even though he's just a war robot, which hurts so much more as we see him build another relationship with a war memorabilia collector. I think his name was like Sammy or something like that, right? Who buys GI decades after the war ended I'm guessing it's early 2000s, something like that. It could be 90s, something like that. But this right here, he was nothing more than a souvenir to buy. So when he gets taken in, he fixes him up and treats him like a friend. And there's this really nice scene where cats are like sorted out to him, and it really feels like they're family, which is nice. But then, of course, good things can't stay forever. So we lose it all like 5 minutes later. His new owner takes him to a meeting he describes as a room full of people who want to make a better country. Okay, totally not weird at all, but it's definitely even worsened by the fact that when he gets there, it's all full of white supremacy shit, right? They've got people with like SS boats tattoos, if I remember correctly, some white power stuff. And it's definitely totally not tipped off by the fact he calls it the Hub City Nationalist Socialist Club with a giant swastika behind him. So I'm just gonna call them Nazis rather than bloody National Socialists. I don't care. And so yeah, so I think the giant swastika in the room made it pretty apparent to G.I. Robot that they were Nazis. I think that's pretty telling, yeah. And then I love G.I. Joe's G.I. Joe, or G.I. Joe, no, God no. G.I. Robot's deadpan reaction is just so good. He just says,
Oh boy. Nazis.
from here on, it's definitely my favorite scene in Creature Commandos, as in present day, the gang are fighting off Sons of Themyscira, the Cersei's troops, in Pokolistan, and G.I. asks Rick Flag if the people they're fighting, the SOF, are Nazis. And you can just see Rick's expression grow, just like a little grin, as it's like he's letting the dog off a leash, and goes like, yes, these are Nazis, go kill him. And G.I. gets so excited upon hearing it, and it's awesome. And then as that's happening, it cuts back to the Nazi meeting decades earlier. I'm guessing decades, right? And it's just him fucking shooting everyone. Just pew pew pew. He starts off with his owner, shoots him dead in the face, and just starts shooting everyone, right? And the scene cuts back and forth between the two periods. It's just G.I. leashing, just bloody killing everyone, massacring his enemies. And in the present, he's laughing the whole time we're shooting them as he finally gets to kill Nazis with his friends again. And it's just so nice to see, despite the gruesome nature of all the blood and gore and stuff, which I feel like it can be a bit gratuitous at times, but in this scene, I really enjoyed how it was done in this scene. Then we see photos of G.I. and his old platoon during World War II. Man, this almost made me cry. And like, this scene hits so hard when I first watched it. It still does. The song choice "Calling Up a Red Boy" by the Dresden Dolls, I hope I said that right, is just so perfect for this scene. I find myself listening to it a lot lately, especially while writing this, right? And just this bridge of the song just tied up the emotional connection to the scene. As it's just so heartbreaking seeing G.I.'s past and his imprisonment as he rusted up in jail as years passed. Possibly decades in jail. And then like the part where it goes like, this bridge was the sad part of the song. As it hits, it shows the photos of his past. It's just so sad. And then we see him one last time in the present laughing and shooting down Nazis, or quote-unquote Nazis, before Cersei blows him up. I'm in denial over his death. I refuse to believe this is the last we see of him. I mean, he's a robot, right? Come on, I'm pretty sure he gets rebuilt in the comics. Something like that. Just make it happen. Come on. He's in the opening, right? He's voiced by his, James Gunn's brother, I think Sean Gunn, right? So clearly, hopefully, I just really hope he makes a return. And the latest episode 5 is out, and there's still no mention of his return. But I will bet my my future firstborn's life that he'll make a return. Because come on, he's really good. And I saw the fact that he's being voiced by Sean Gunn, and who also voices Weasel, would mean he wouldn't be too important. He's just a comic relief character just for the side. But no, I was wrong. He was awesome. I loved him. And then he's dead. Why is he dead? So I'm sitting here hoping he comes back. G.I. was so much more than I thought he would ever be, and I'm not ashamed to say this, that his backstory made me genuinely sad, and I loved him as a character. So one last time, here's a cheers for the Tin Man. Thanks for watching my first episode. I am the Culture Historian, a name I only pick because I like pop culture and I like history. So don't be surprised when my next episode is just me ranting about the French Revolution, why Robespierre is a bloody idiot, and so is Jacques Necker, because he's also an idiot, and so is Luc Capet, and everyone's an idiot because they're all French or whatever. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will be coming around next time because I don't know what I'm making. Probably like next week because I'm too lazy to write anything for all. But if you've watched it this far, consider liking and subscribing for more videos of this horrible content. Anyway, thanks for coming by. See ya.